Hello, my name is Kathleen and welcome back to Play and Learn. I would like to say Dia Gowit and Falcha. Dia Gowit means hello and Falcha means welcome in Irish. Dia Gowit and Falcha. Very good. I have a lot of cool things to share with you today. First, we're going to read a book called A Galway Fairytale. Then, we're going to learn how to make a claddagh. Then, I'm going to teach you one more word from the Irish language. But first, let's jump into the book. Are you ready? Let's do it. Once upon a time, a brother and a sister called Sean and Grainne lived beside the sea in Galway with their mom and dad. "It's Mom's birthday today," said Grainne. "May we go to town and buy her a present?" Dad thought this was a great idea. "You could buy her a claddagh ring," he said. "Hurry, don't be long, and don't stop to buy sweets. We'll have some at the birthday party when you get back." Sean and Grainne loved an adventure. They packed a rucksack and some brown soda bread and jam just in case they got hungry. When they got to the Spanish Arch, they got a fright to see a man with a big sword. "If you give me some of that nice bread, I'll let you pass," the man said. Sean and Grainne didn't mind sharing, so they broke him off a piece, dropping crumbs as they did so, and they went on their way. By the Salmonware Bridge, they stopped for a moment beside a woman in a cloak who was watching the salmon leaping upstream. "Will we throw some of that bread to the fish from the bridge?" the woman suggested. Sean and Grainne thought this was a great idea. They loved to see the salmon leaping too. "We'd better hurry on," said Grainne. "Yes, we don't want to be late for Mom's birthday," replied Sean. "Let's go." On they walked towards Airy Square, where they looked over at the boat sculpture. Looking closer, they were surprised to see a man who seemed to be fishing. The man waved at them. "Can I have some of your bread to give to the birds?" he shouted. Their bread was almost gone, but they shared some with him and helped him throw crumbs to the birds. Finally, Sean and Grainne arrived at the market. There was lots to see and so many different things for sale. The air smelled of cakes and buns and lovely things to eat. After looking at all the different stalls and listening to the music, they went to the jewelry stall, and they bought the perfect ring for Mom. Delighted that they had the claddagh ring for Mom, the children turned for home. They hadn't gone far when they realized they were lost. "I don't remember this street," said Grainne, looking around. They were standing outside a sweet shop so full of mouth-watering treats that it almost looked like it was made of sweets and chocolate and gingerbread. The door opened. Come in," said a voice. "Try some of my delicious sweets." She shut the door behind them and locked it. "Ha! I have you now and want the claddagh ring. Give it to me." "No," shouted Sean and Grainne. "It's for our Mom. You can't have it." The fisherman was passing the shop and heard all the noise. Who was shouting in this witch's shop? He wondered. "It's those nice children who shared their bread with me." He called his friend, the woman with the cloak. "Those nice children who shared their bread are trapped in the witch's shop. Come help me rescue them." She shouted at the man with the sword. "These nice children who shared their bread are trapped in the witch's shop. Come help us rescue them." The man with the sword, the woman with the cloak, and the fisherman all banged on the door of the sweet shop until they got in and rescued the children. When Sean and Grainne got outside, with Mom's ring safe in Grainne's bag, they thanked their new friends for rescuing them. "We'd better hurry home with Mom's ring now," said Grainne. "We don't want to miss her party." "But how will we find our way home?" asked Sean. Their three new friends pointed to the trail of breadcrumbs. "Follow this and you'll get home safely." Sean and Grainne thanked their friends, and sure enough, the crumbs led them all the way home. Mom and Dad were delighted to see them. Mom proudly wore her new claddagh ring while Dad buttered more soda bread for everyone in the warm kitchen. Sean and Grainne had some pretty crazy adventures, but I'm glad they got the claddagh ring. Now I'm going to teach you how to make a claddagh of your very own. Are you ready? Let's get started. I hope you liked that craft, and if you did make a Claddagh of your own, you can have a grown-up help share it with us on social media or email it to info@irishchicago.org. Now before we go, let's learn one more word from the Irish language. The word I want to teach you today is Gaeilge. That means Galway. That's where Sean and Grainne live. Now let's practice all the Irish words we've learned together. Do you remember how to say hello? It's dia duet. Very good. How about welcome? Fáilte. Great job. Now what about that last word we learned? Gaeilge. Very good. And that means Galway. Now it's time for me to say slán. That means goodbye in Irish. Slán. See you next time.